morning everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing fine. In today's video, I'm going to talk about skip counting. Skip counting by 2's, 5's and 10's. First, let us start with skip counting by 10's because it is easier for kids to understand that. Skip counting by 10 is easy because it is same as skip counting by 1. You are just adding a 0 to it. So it's easier for kids. So start by skip counting by 10 before you teach them skip counting by 5 and 2. As I always says, it is better to use some kind of manipulators when you introduce a new concept. Kids will understand the concept much better when they are able to visualize it. Here I have used some Play-Dohs and I made some balls out of it. I made a group of 10. So you can ask your kid to count the number of balls. In the first group there are how many number of balls? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he has to write a number 10. Let us look at this group. How many numbers? In the next group also there is 10 number of balls. So you are adding 10 plus 10. So it will make 20. So when you are adding again a group of 10, what it will be? It will be 30. So like this, you can introduce the concept to kids. One more way to show the concept is through number lines. Here I have written numbers from 1 to 10. Now what kid has to do is he has to jump from 0 to 10 and he has to skip all the numbers in between. So 0 to 10, next jump it will be from 10 to 20. So he is skipping all the numbers in between. This is also a nice way to explain the concept to kids. Now let's take a look at some of the activity sheets to practice skip counting. After that you can show them this 100 chart. So let's start. Here it is 10. When you skip 10 more it will be 20. And when 10 more it is 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. Next activity that you can do is you can ask the kid to count by tens and color it. And he has to write the numbers below. So he has to color it first and has to write the numbers which are 10, 20, 30 and so on. Now let's look at some of the worksheets to practice skip counting by 10. So here I have given some numbers. Now kids just have to fill in the missing numbers. So the first number it will be 10, 20, 30, it will be 40, 50, 60, then comes 70, then 80, then 90 and it is 100. Now what he has to do is he has to write what comes before. So 40, 50, what comes before? It will be 30. The next one 80, 90, what comes before? It will be 70. 20, 30, it will be 10 here. Same way what comes after? 30, 40, it will be 50. 80, 90, it will be 100, 60, 70, it is 80. This is to practice skip counting by 10. Let's see how to do skip counting by 5. So to introduce the concept, we are using here some manipulators. I am here using the balls made out of Play-Dohs. So now you can ask it to make this into 4 groups and each group should have 5 balls. So let's see. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in one group. Then the next one it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in another group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 the third group. Last group also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 plus 5 it makes 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. 15 plus 5 is 20. So this is how we have to introduce the concept of skip counting by 5. We can also explain the concept of skip counting by 5 on a number line. Here kid has to jump from 0 to 5 and he has to skip all the numbers in between. Next he has to go from 5 to 10 and 10 to 15. So here all the numbers in between he has to skip. Next you can show a 100 chart and ask you to count by 5 and color it. So here it will be 5, then 10, then it will be 15, then 20, 25 and so on. So you should also tell that when you do skip counting 5, the next number will either ends in 5 or in 0. Let's look at the worksheet to practice skip counting by 5. Here kids just have to fill the missing number. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and he has to write the rest of the numbers. He also has to write it below here. So this will help kid to remember. Now let's move on to skip counting by 2. So first to introduce the concept we have to use some kind of manipulators. I am using here blocks. You can ask the kid to arrange these blocks in 2's. And you can ask them to count. So it is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. After counting you can ask them to write it below. You can also introduce the concept using number line. So you have to jump from 0 to 2, then 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 8, 10 and so on. You are skipping one number in between. Now let's take a look at some of the worksheet to practice skip counting by 2. So here the question is, draw the picture, count by 2's, write the totals. So the question is, Anne has 6 flower pots. There are 2 flowers in each pot. So there are 6 flower pots and there are 2 flowers in each pot. So let's draw 2 flowers. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Now each pot has 2 flowers. So how many flowers altogether? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. The answer is 12. This is a nice worksheet to practice. Let's take a look at the next worksheet. Here the kid has to help the butterfly reach the flower. He has to do this by counting by 2 number sequence. So it is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 and 18. He also has to write these numbers below here. So that's all for today's video. I hope you liked this video and you got some ideas to teach your kids at home. If you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing it. See you all again with another video. Thanks for watching.